Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. You guys, I'm jumping in vlog style right now because I figured this is just the most casual, low-key kind of announcement video that I'm very excited for. If you guys follow me, I've probably been talking about this ad nauseum, but I've really been wanting to find a way to extend my access slash price point of my jewelry line, Lelasophia Jewelry. And having worked in the fine jewelry industry for the last, now it's 12 years. It's really crazy. Since I was 19 years old, I'm 31 and a half almost. And I've experienced so many different designers, so many different kind of ways of working, and my bread and butter, I think, is fine jewelry. It's what I wear, it's what I really love, and I really like implementing more sculptural pieces into the fine jewelry world. However, as much as I love it and love to wear it and love to work with fine jewelry, it also comes with an insane price point. I'm completely aware. And I think the thing that honestly probably pushed me over the edge is the gold market. If anybody is aware or not aware, yeah, the price of gold, it's we're in a literal epidemic right now. This is insane because of world events that are happening right now. Sorry that I keep switching hands. Yeah, the gold market is pretty insane. And so the price of gold is about to be at $3,000 an ounce, which is just absolutely absurd. People were freaking out when it was about to be $1,500 an ounce years ago. So, you know, if that gives anybody an idea, it's very expensive, and I've been wanting for a really long time to extend my price point. So there are two ways. Sorry if you just heard a little bark. There are two ways in which I've really been wanting to do this. One, this is the announcement part, is that I have officially added sterling silver back onto my website. Sterling silver is actually what I launched my brand with, which I'm so excited to kind of add back because my Moroccan heritage is so ingrained and implemented into every single piece that I do, even the ones that aren't directly inspired by some element of my family or my country. I always try to kind of add in, even if it's just the way that I physically sculpt pieces, which is very ancient, very basic. Every single piece you see, these little hands were, on my desk making in wax. And silver has been incredibly, from anywhere from ceremonially to everyday to just general practice, sterling silver has been an incredibly integral part of Moroccan culture and heritage for, I'm sure, I'll say centuries, but maybe even millennia. Sterling silver is also mined in Morocco. When I owned my store, I had a really cool section of vintage sterling silver Moroccan pieces, which I'm really toying bringing back, but I haven't been to Morocco in 2.5 years, so I'd have to take a, cute little buying trip. So it was very important for me to find some way to implement sterling silver back into the collection, which also will completely extend pricing, which I'm so excited about. The thing to note is that most, I'd say, I don't want to say a percentage because I might be wrong. I'd say 60, 70, it might be more percent of my line is available in sterling silver. However, I do a lot of pieces that are not polished, and with my experimenting in the past, sterling silver gets a bit muddled and doesn't look as good when it's not polished the way that I do it. My little bangles would be really hard to do in sterling silver, so not every single piece is available. However, if there's a piece that you're completely in love with, like my jumbo epithet medallion or a bangle, my snake bangle that I'm currently putting some more diamonds in, so that I'll show you guys next week. If there's a piece that you're totally in love with, I can do it polished and kind of see how that goes. We could do it as kind of a special order situation. So don't get upset if something that you want isn't available. Just DM me or email me. And lastly, I guess this is actually a 3-part announcement, okay? Because I have 2 more little things that I will share. The second to last thing is that I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I have been, again, probably teasing this, so it's not like something groundbreaking, but my brand is turning 5 literally in a month, which is so crazy to me. So I had to do a 5-year anniversary collection. The collection is called Found. If you guys know me, I'm always gonna add some ridiculous, poetic air to everything that I do, essentially, and make it just really cheesy and corny. So the collection is called Found. I literally was trying to describe it to my mother, and I was like, just imagine the most basic, ancient pieces that you can possibly imagine. And it's a very small collection because I wanted everything to be like essentially bare bones. And the reason I called it Found, this is where the eye rolling starts, is because I really feel like this line, just like, I mean, again, we could go off into 1,000 stories. I'll probably definitely write a Substack article about this as soon as this collection is launched, because I was used to being an artist. I was a very serious musician for a really long time, but having a physical art where it's not just, okay, I'm writing a song and you put so much emotion to it, or I do a concert, or I do a gig, or I do a studio session, and then you go home and it's like done and you're left with all this emotion. There's nothing physical. Not that music isn't just as impactful, but I think for so long after I was doing music as seriously as I was like, I think I was craving physical art again, aka painting and doing the things that I used to do when I was a child. I loved sculpting, and that is kind of where, I don't know, that's like one of the calmest feelings I can achieve, I think, in my life. And so finding, aka finding jewelry as a form of art, as a practice, I would say, like, genuinely, obviously, everything changes your life, right? Every moment is the biggest moment in your life. Everything is the most life-changing. But particularly if we want to get to the nitty-gritty, making jewelry, that first piece that I made, when all of a sudden it came back, a big old hunk of gold, I was like, oh my God, I have found what I want to do. And so it's a two-parter of me finding myself, of me finding a way to express everything that I've wanted to, me finding a way to connect more with my family, with my culture, with my heritage. If you guys know or don't know, even though I'm half Moroccan, my dad has lived there my entire life, his entire life. I have only met him a few times, and so my entire family, I haven't even met them all. There are still many family members that I have yet to meet or didn't get a chance to meet. Was really only introduced to them in my 20s and have only met most of them a couple times, including my own siblings and my dad and my stepmom, and my grandparents I only met once, twice, if you count when I was a 3-month-old. And so there was a huge part of myself, I think, that always was missing that connection. And through my jewelry line, I really genuinely feel as though I've been able to express that side of myself. And then the other side of the word found is that these pieces are truly the pieces that I'm sure, not just myself, I'm sure many jewelry designers and artists in general have used as inspiration, because some of these ancient pieces that I used as inspiration are like, again, the most bare bones, in my opinion, most beautiful, stunning, incredible, like, I don't know, immaculately conceived pieces that are so old and have been found in these beautiful, either ceremonial, burials or temples or whatnot. And I wanted to honor everything that I put into my line. My first collection is very indicative of my culture, but this is a bit more abstract. This is just honoring ancient culture that we all share, obviously. So it's very simple, which I usually maybe get a little bit intricate in some of my pieces. And so this is me actually like genuinely practicing restraint, because some of the most simple pieces, almost even maybe lately, this last year, like, not to shout it out again, but like my jumbo epithet medallion, I was like, this is like the simplest piece I've ever made, and now I will never take it off. I wear it every single day. I haven't taken it off since I made it a year and a half ago, almost. So I really wanted to practice kind of like going backwards restraint, having a bit more simplistic air to a piece. So I'm so excited. Literally, this is gonna come sooner than you think. So hopefully in the next, like, definitely month, when my brand officially turns 5, but I think we'll definitely be getting some sneak peeks before then. And then the last thing, I don't even know if I should be announcing this yet, but we're gonna find a way to make this happen within the next couple of weeks. But I'm doing a collab with one of my dear friends who I'm so glad recently moved to New York last year. And I'm so excited about that. His brand is just like, I literally just saw a shoot that he's doing right now and DM'd him and was like, oh my God, bro, this is so crazy. And we talked last night and we really solidified everything. I've been carving my little heart away, actually sculpting. Not as much carving. I've been sculpting a lot lately, which is making me very happy because it's very much so my ceramics background coming, which now we don't need to care about all this, but essentially everything is pretty much almost solidified and everything just needs to be casted, and then we'll do some really fun shoots and launch. But it's been years since I've done any sort of collab, so this I'm so excited about. I can't wait to show you guys. Again, sterling silver, a new collection, and a collab. A lot of announcements in today's video. I love you guys so much. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. What are you most excited for? And yeah, I love you as always. Thank you for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.